Sweden, round 2, just 2 weeks later. And from the cosmopolitan world of the Alps at Monty time, the scene switches dramatically to the frozen north. A flat, silent world of tundra, permafrost and temperatures of 20 degrees below zero. This is the land of the midnight sun, of reindeer herds and snowshoes, and the solitude is absolute. It's a country that's bred so many of rallying's famous names. Tom Trane, Erik Karlsson, Harry Schellström, Uwe Andersson. Today, regular World Championship competitors like Per Eklund and national hero Stig Blomquist return annually to their homeland to do battle and re-establish their supremacy over their country's coming men, like Ola Stromberg and Michael Eriksson. On the Swedish Rally, it's generally acknowledged that you've got to be Swedish, or at the very least, a Finn. In the rally's entire history, only Hannu Mikkola has broken the national stranglehold. So the presence here of Audi team driver Michel Mouton, having forsaken the Monty with which she's so familiar, constitutes a brave step for Audi's attractive French lady. After 2 frustrating years, she's come here to the frozen north, committed to a different approach.
It was too much during these 2 last year to do all the program, and I think really I enjoy to have a rest at home and to now really I was waiting for this rally here, and I think it's much better to have, how to say, all the power you have, and you can really go flat when you are really in good condition. I think it's much better than to do too much and not to be all the time in best condition.
A lot of people were surprised that you didn't do your home event there, the Monte Carlo rally.
Yes, you don't, but when you have only half program, you have to decide. Between 2 rally on snow, it was more chance for me to be on snow here than in Monte Carlo. Of course, the weather decide differently, but when you decide in October, it was, you know, you have just 2 rally to decide, and I decide to come here because I know by heart all the stage in Monte Carlo, and here I have really, it's more difficult for me, and so I think I can learn more here than in Monte Carlo.
It's more of a challenge for you, do you mean?
Yes, yes, and I like it.
Why do you like it particularly, this rally, Michelle?
Because it's difficult for me. It's not easy to go so fast on this road. I am more used to drive on Turini road than here, you know, where it's 120 average sometimes. It's more difficult for me, so I think I learn much more here than in France.
Michelle has been practicing longer than anyone for this event, but even for drivers who know it all, like Stig Blomquist, who's been tipped by many to be this year's world champion, there's still the onerous task of making pace notes of the special stages before the rally begins. Although he doesn't actually live in this part of Sweden, Blomquist knows the event better than perhaps any other competitor. But still, the notes of a corner's severity and the surface changes have to be recorded and minute adjustments made. What this all means is that when the rally starts, the driver receives a constant high-speed stream of instructions from his co-driver about the character of the road ahead. It's all second nature to Blomquist, the acknowledged master of high-speed snow and ice driving. Blomquist's main opposition comes from fellow Swede Per Eklund in another Quattro, while Michel Mouton is already half a minute down on Blomquist after a power steering failure just 4 kilometers into the first special stage. Principal competition for the Quattros comes from Mats Jonsson's Opel Ascona 400. And after a 17-year break, Volvo are back with a turbocharged 240 saloon. The flamboyant Søren Nilsson is always spectacular on the Swedish, but after 10 special stages and 86 competitive miles, it's Blomquist who's amassed a 39-second lead over his former Saab teammate Eklund. And his rally is going exactly according to plan. But in beating Blomquist by just 1 second on the opening test, Per Eklund has left no one in any doubt that he'll be making a fight of it. A battle between these two is exactly what everyone wants to see. Notice how Eklund uses the snowbanks to scrub off speed for the corner ahead. Despite all her hopes, Michel Mouton is far from happy with herself or her car, but is nevertheless a comfortable third, 50 seconds behind Eklund. Creating a sensation in fourth place is Ola Stromberg's Group A Saab 99 Turbo. He's easily getting the better of a duel with Michael Eriksson's Audi 80 Quattro. Sadly, Søren Nilsson is destined for an early retirement. On the second day, the battle for the lead promises to be really exciting. But on the second stage, Eklund, who normally drives a Group A Toyota Corolla in Britain, makes a mistake with the Audi's gear lever-mounted electronic clutch, resulting in a head-on visit to a snowbank.
I went off a little bit, stupid thing, man. It's a flat corner. And after the corner, I changed gear and we have the clutch on the gear lever. And I forgot to lift the finger. So I lift the finger, the front went out in the snowball and I was stuck there and no people.
Oh
so
dear.
It was 17 minutes there.
So how did you get out eventually?
We take the snow away and working and 2 people coming after 50 minutes and we push and only the front was in the ditch, but it was enough.
Eklund's misfortune promotes Michel Mouton up to second, but the Group A battle is hotting up and no one is more sensational than the uninhibited Ola Stromberg. Just watch this car control as he hurls his Saab through these sheet ice corners. Amazing. Blomquist entertains the crowd on this special stage, which is actually taking place on a frozen lake. Despite being in a secure second place, albeit 4 minutes behind Blomquist, whom she could never hope to beat anyway, Michel Mouton is still not driving with her usual flair.
I have to say I am not so happy with my driving.
Why not?
I feel not relaxed at all. I just drive a little bit too much, not nervous, but still not free, you know, not relaxed at all. I don't know, it's because maybe the car was not, the handling of the car was not perfect, so, you know, going so fast, it's not so easy to feel confident when you don't feel your car. But now, since the stage 14, it's perfect again, so now I hope it will be better.
Was there a fault on it from the beginning then, do you mean?
Yes, no, not from the beginning, from the stage 6 yesterday. We have some problem with the car. The handling was not very good, so we tried different relay, how you say, different...
Adjustments?
Adjustment, yes, right.
See.
And still it was one time too much oversteering, after too much understeering. And finally, now today we find the right solution.
Aha.
So I was not really confident. It was difficult, and I am still a little bit not relaxed.
Oh dear.
But now it will be better.
Will it? Is that why you would drop behind Per Eklund so much then, because of the troubles then?
Yes. Yes.
You better go then, Florian. Thank
In,
you.
in all cases, I have to say Per was very, very fast.
Was he?
Yes, yes.
But are you still learning anything? You say you came here to learn.
I want to learn, but still I have to learn to be relaxed like them, I think. Bye-bye.
The learning process continues right down the field. British Junior Rally team members Louise Aitken and Ellen Morgan are having mixed fortunes.
Louise, how have you got on?
Not so bad. A slow start, but now we're getting the gist of things in the snow and learning how to drive a car in the snow, so it's not so bad.
In 24th place, driving a Group A Toyota Corolla, Dean Senior has been adapting quite quickly to the conditions. But very much the star of the British Junior show is Andrew Wood, who by driving his Talbot Samba with great verve has forced his way into the top 20.
Now what about the rest of the rally?
Well, we'll just keep on going and try and stretch the class lead.
You're in the class lead.
Well, we're in 1600 class, yeah. We're in the lead.
Now what about your junior teammates? How are they getting on?
Dean's behind us, he's second in class. And Andrew's away ahead in the Samba.
And another visiting Brit, although not in the junior team, is young George Donaldson in his Mini Clubman on his way to 36th place. Blomquist, mindful of Mikkela's mistake here 2 years ago when in a similar unassailable lead, has complete command. Michel Mouton is similarly placed, albeit some 5 minutes behind. But for Eklund, it's been a meteoric climb back through the field after his accident dropped him to 20th place. He finishes a well-deserved third. So in consecutive World Championship events, it's another Audi 1-2-3. Blomquist has now won this rally no less than 7 times and is well on his way to becoming 1984 World Rally Champion. Spring comes.